Nice to see you guys.
Hi, Mark.
Awesome work in this.
Thank you.
Real good to see you again.
It's a pleasure, man.
All right, so I got to be honest with you, maybe too honest. I don't know that I thought this was going to be the movie for me going into it. I walked out of this movie applauding, going, now that's how you make a movie. That's a movie.
Oh, well, that's good. Did everyone kick you out because you were screaming in the theaters?
I tried to. I didn't
That's
do.
the movie. Everyone's like, what? What's
Exactly.
Slamming popcorn out of people's hands.
Sadly, I did that four seconds into the movie.
Oh, well, that's good.
No, I really, I leaned into this movie so hardcore, like, and instantly, not to distract from the movie, but I start cataloging all the people I'm going to call when the movie's over that have to go see
I
this
love
movie.
that. That's
Yes.
wonderful. Thank
Yes.
you.
What about you? Huge investment for you.
A big investment. Yeah, this was the first film I was attached to, I think 7 months before we started shooting. And Paul and I met and were very nervous to meet each other because we wanted it to work. And I loved the script so much. It was beautiful, and I was terrified to take on this role, but I didn't want anyone else to do it. And then I was lucky enough to get it. Yeah, we trained, we prepped, and we made a movie.
You crushed it, and I wanted to talk about the training because I would lean into the reason you're in this movie and people like me aren't, because I would say, no, we're going to do this like Avengers. All the running is going to be CG, right? I'm not doing any of that.
Right. No, we did a lot of running. I did a lot of running. I trained beforehand, but I wanted to do it on my own just so that I would know what mistakes I did at the beginning, because
Right.
that's a big part of Brittany's journey. And then I lost 40 pounds because I kind of wanted to go through the same physical transformation that she went through, because it informs you a lot about the script.
It was very authentic, really remarkable. And of course, I love your character because I related in that.
Well, don't get too excited.
What did I do? What did I do?
I just was taking the
He
compliment.
was very excited to
Oh,
write
yeah.
his character.
Feels good. Yeah.
But I also like the character because, like me, I think I began every relationship irritating people, and your character is a little bit awkward in the beginning.
Yeah, I would say that he.
He's finding his way.
Me too. Yeah, he's finding his way, and I think, much like people who watch the movie, which is why we connect with it, seeing Brittany transform and change and become this new person, I think affects everyone in her life. And when she hits the point where she sort of needs to redeem herself, right, it becomes too much. And then Rel's character steps in to sort of right her path.
Right.
I mean, that's what got me interested in the script, was reading Rel's character in the movie. And his story is amazing because it was written for a different character, and then Rel came in and met with Paul, and then the role was repurposed and rewritten so that he could be in the movie. But I think that in terms of my character, yeah, I didn't have to do much acting. I just kind of showed up and was like, oh, this guy's me. And then I got to just react to Jillian and her energy and see what she was going through, because it was a very difficult process for her to be that open and be laid bare in front of basically strangers on set every day.
Extremely vulnerable, but I was surrounded by the best people for this project. You took care of my heart. You took care of my heart. I was very grateful.
And Rel, I was excited to see you in the movie. In the beginning, I thought, oh, this is going to be like Get Out. He's going to be phoning the entire thing in. But I'd love to see you actually mixing it up in scenes.
Yeah.
Not
phoning.
Is that what you said?
He's
Well,
like,
no,
every role, he's always just on the phone.
Oh, he was on the
He's
phone.
literally on the phone.
I was
Actually
like,
on the phone.
Every
what?
role is
Right,
on the
I
phone.
apologize. You look fantastic in both of these movies.
But you know and this is what I love about what you said earlier. This movie is literally for everybody, and I think a lot of guys may think like, oh, this is the ladies' night out to go see Brittany. But once you see it, it's literally for everybody. Like, when I mean everybody, not just male and female, whatever. It's for everybody, for a human being. So. Your reaction was perfect, because I think most guys will go into something like, it's one of these female, and it's like, oh no, you have every type of human being in this movie.
It's
every type of emotion.
Yeah, it's like a sports movie. It's a redemption story.
Yep.
It's a comedy. Like, the first 10 minutes of this movie is like a one-woman show put on by Jillian that is so funny.
Thanks, guys.
You're very, very good at
you.
what you do.
Thank you.
You really are.
I will say, though, just to echo what you said, we've been having a lot of men come up and say, I see myself in this movie. Like, I identify with Brittany, and that's huge. That means a lot.
And they're screaming it.
That's how you make a movie.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
That's what I'm talking to.
And once again, to clarify, by phoning it in, I meant you were actually on the phone.
Yeah, I know what you meant.